Hey, good day, everybody. Welcome again to this week's Journey of Insight with Al Chappelle and myself, Steve Fleming. We've been working our way through the book of Hebrews. We've been talking about the subject of righteousness as part of one of the foundational truths of the gospel, where the writer will tell us in Hebrews 6, verse 1 about repentance from dead works. And so we've been working our way through the subject of righteousness. And today we're going to go back to Hebrews chapter 1. And at this point, I'm just going to turn it over to Al.
Well, hello and welcome. We are on the last lesson for this subject, and the whole theme of it is this, that Jesus is God. I don't see how you can read Hebrews and not figure that one out, because it's made very, very, very clear that Jesus is God. So let's go on. We're going to start at verse 8. But unto the Son he says, your throne, O God, is forever and ever. So it's an eternal throne. Even though things will change on planet Earth, they're not going to change Jesus. He will always be eternally, forever and ever, sitting on the throne beside God. A scepter of righteousness is the scepter of your kingdom. So he has an everlasting kingdom. He has a scepter. What does the scepter represent? Royalty. Jesus is royalty. His blood is royal blood. And we can see from the beginning, a lot of scriptures shows Jesus' lineage for a reason, because he one day will be the king. He'll be manifested as the king of glory on planet Earth, not just part of the planet, the whole planet. So take a look let's go through that again. But unto the Son, he says, your throne, O God, is forever and ever, a scepter. So what is this everlasting kingdom built on? A scepter, which is a stick, or it could be an ornate stick. And what does it represent? Royalty. It represents royalty. Jesus is royal. Jesus is king. And what kind of royalty does it represent? Righteousness. And now the question would be, what kind of righteousness are we talking about? Are we talking about the fruit of righteousness, doing good deeds? Or are we talking about the gift of righteousness? Well, the next verse tells us really what that is. Let's read verse 9. Thou hast loved righteousness and hated iniquity. The word iniquity here means more than just sin. It's the foundation of sin. Really what it means is unrighteousness. So it's the opposite of righteousness or the gift of righteousness. When you're walking in iniquity in this way, you are disagreeing with God concerning the righteousness, which is a gift. You are rejecting the gift of righteousness. You are rejecting the gift that appoints you to be a son or a daughter or an heir or a joint heir with Jesus. You are refusing to accept that. That's the foundation of all sin. Let's look at verse 9. Thou hast loved righteousness and hated iniquity. Therefore God, even the God, has anointed you with the oil of gladness, or actually it could be said the oil of joy, above your fellows. Let's move on and read the next verse, verse 10. O Lord, you, O Lord, at the beginning has laid the foundation of the earth, and the heavens are the works of your hands. So we're definitely not speaking about a man here. This is definitely not just speaking of a man. A man hasn't laid the foundations of the earth. Only God can do that. And verse 11, they shall perish, but you remain, and they shall wax old as does a garment, and as a vesture shall thou fold them up, and they shall be changed. Let's get this. But you are the same, and your years shall not fail. That's Jesus. Jesus shall not fail. Verse 12. The years shall not fail. Verse 13. But to which of the angels said he at any time, sit on my right hand, and I will make your enemies your footstool? Where is he sitting? He's sitting at the right hand of God the Father. You know, there's no higher place, there's no better place, but to be in the direct presence of God the Father. Jesus is sat right next to him. There's nobody else that sits on the right hand of God, just Jesus. Some people sit around on the right hand of Jesus, but not on the right hand of God the Father. Jesus is in the presence of the Father forever, forevermore. So from Hebrews chapter 1, and that's really the theme of it, is Jesus is God. No doubt, no way, Jesus is God. Till next week, God bless you, and see you in a week.
Yes, take care, everyone. We'll see you again